away, go away. Sure. Oh.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bears and the Hawks under the lights on Sunday night.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
What the hell?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Bears had a woeful 3-12 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it.
Oh, man.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seeds at the table.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Williams, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be
Why
ideal
didn't
for
they
them.
change it?
Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air, Williams. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Swift going to try up the middle.
Oh,
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That throw batted away by Boye Mafe.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. To throw is Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. From the 50, it's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage. As
he finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big
Oh, my
move.
God.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. After the interception, here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
I don't like this
They're ahead of
playbook.
schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
To throw, Williams.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
This is Swift on the counter.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Throwing is Williams. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this time not quite to the 30, he'll be down at the 31-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Looking to throw. Williams. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the gun, here's Williams.
This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Geno down to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd down and 3.
Throwing now is Geno.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He completes this to Walker.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now Gino.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Smith throwing again.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Walker.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Now it's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Pharaoh Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. Joe Burrow, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyron Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon God.
No, I switched the playbook.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Williams. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Oh, play ball.
To the air, Williams.
I'm
incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Williams from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. Devin Witherspoon getting a hand in there that time.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give them a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's got a man. Complete. Fighting his way through contact. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 89 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Lockett. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Powerful running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Duggan looking to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And out now come the Seahawks. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker. Finding room at midfield.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Play action. It's Smith.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Smith now to throw.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
To throw is Duggan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Duggan will look to throw this.
And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A pass complete to Odunze. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Walker now at 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The coverage was tight there from Rayshon Jenkins.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
And they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Out of the gun, Smith.
Connection made with Chenault.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
To throw is Smith.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Give to Walker on the read option.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Walker once more, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Throwing, Duggan. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Running left is Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for Seattle, and really it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win, and here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there, but think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of